Hello and welcome back to another review. We're reviewing the Logitech G502 Proteus Spectrum tunable gaming mouse by Logitech. We'll take a in-depth look at it later on. So if you've got your snacks ready, if you've subbed to the channel and turned bell notifications on, which you should do right now, let's get straight into the review. Let's quickly unbox the mouse. Let's see what you get inside the box. I just want to say, why is there so many tabs and little flaps you have to open to get the box open? It should just be as simple as opening a couple things and taking it out, really. Obviously this plastic tray is a piece of junk as well. I don't know why companies still use the plastic tray to actually put the mouse or keyboard in. You have the Logitech obviously for the mouse you have the user manual. It's going to tell you how to plug it in, how to change the weights and download the software. You don't really need it. It's a mouse, plug and play. It'll automatically install the drivers by itself. As you can see, it's a bit of a faff to get the mouse out of the tray actually, because it's just made of plastic. I prefer if cardboard was given, even though it's just cardboard. But first impressions, the mouse looks quite nice. It's got a pretty nice shape to it. You got the interchangeable weights inside here, come in this little hexagon, Logitech fashion. Let me just open it. It opens with a little clip, and there you go. You have 5. I think they're 2.6 grams each. I think they are, yeah, 2.6 grams each, and there is 5 of them. I will show you later on in the video how to put them in. So yeah, that's the unboxing. We'll talk about how much it costs, where you can get it from, and if it's worth it for you. So let's get right into that. Right then, let's quickly take you guys over the mouse, talking about each individual area, and we'll take a closer look. So as you can see here, you have a fully a fully connected cable, non-detachable, USB type A on the end, silver plated, no extra protection. You have your magnetic tray underneath, that's where your sensor is, and you can put your additional weights. You have 2 side buttons, one and your second one on the back. You have a sniper button, which I think is in a really nice location. You have 2 buttons on the top and, well, literally next to the left trigger thing. They're useless in my opinion. I'll tell you why later on. Obviously, your 2 mouse clicks and your scroll wheel with the hyper scroll function. There's the scroll wheel button, which you use to change the wheels tactility. If you want it tactile, you press the button. If you want it to hyper scroll, you press the button and it'll just the scroll will keep spinning. You got a lovely grip on each side with a little place to rest your thumb on the one side. I really like mice that implement this, as it actually works really well for palm grippers out there. I wouldn't really claw grip or fingertip grip this mouse, just saying. You obviously have the cable, and honestly the body looks really good. Pricing on this mouse is you're going to be looking at about 70 to 80 pounds in the UK, about $80 in the US. You'll be able to find it on Amazon. It might be a bit hard for you, but if you're looking used, you should be able to find plenty of these Proteus Spectrum mice. They're going to be around used market about $30. The weights feel great. They are 3.6 grams actually. I said 2.6 earlier. They are actually 3.6 grams each. That means a total of around 17 grams extra. They are just solid chunks of metal, so no build quality issues to complain about there. Right, so the most important part of any mouse or keyboard, any gaming peripheral, the build quality. Let's first start off with the cable. Now this is the worst part of the mouse. The cable is, in my opinion, really rubbish. The braiding isn't tightly weaved. It gets worn out very quick. It's kind of a horrible material. The cable's heavy, and yeah, it's fraying already, and I ain't really even used the mouse a lot. It's already fraying, getting cut in places, and yeah, the cable is honestly, in my opinion, probably one of the worst cables that I've seen on any mouse. It's literally, it's so bad. Like, I know, how can I complain about a cable, but it's just really bad. There is no body flex or creak once pressing any areas of the mouse. As you can see, I'm trying to flex it. There is no flex at all. The mouse build quality is solid. There is a lot of free play in the 2 side buttons next to the actual trigger. Other than that though, There is no post or pre-travel on these. They feel crisp, clean. The sniper button feels really nice. I will do a sound test later. There is a bit of rattle if you don't like that. Yeah, the rattle is there. The scroll wheel feels really nice, and the two buttons behind it feel great as well. The actual clicks themselves, there isn't any pre-travel. There is some post-travel, however, after the click has been actually actuated, the switch has been actuated, there's a little bit of travel after that. Nothing to complain about really. Overall, I think the build quality is great. The grips feel really nice, and well, the feet could do the little bit of improvement. They're just your standard Teflon feet, nothing special. But yeah, overall, I think the build quality is great. So it ain't a stranger, but the mouse uses a PMW3366 sensor with Logitech's own twist on it. No introduction needed. This sensor is great. There is no tracking issues. Everything's perfect with the sensor. Tracks really well. It does have interchangeable weights as well, which is great because you can change the weight of the mouse depending on your preference. So obviously you got 3.6 gram weight, so you can add a total of 17 grams to the mouse. Also, it has a ton of side buttons, or not just side buttons, ton of buttons itself. A total of 5 extra buttons. This isn't an ambidextrous mouse, so the buttons are only on one side. Just make sure you know that before buying. Overall, the features, they're alright. It does have RGB lighting. The grips are nice. The thumb grip is especially nice in my opinion. It does have a hyper scroll wheel, which is pretty cool. Honestly, this mouse is decent, although I think the two buttons next to the actual left click shouldn't really be there, but I'll talk about that in a second. Let's go on to the sound test now. So overall, I think this mouse is pretty good. The only two gripes I have with it is the cable. The cable is trash in my opinion. That is a deciding factor for me. Another thing is that the buttons next to the left clicks, they are pretty useless. It's really hard to actually hit them while your finger is on the actual click itself. The hyper scroll is really cool. Overall, I think this mouse is decent. It's worth a pickup used. Don't buy it brand new. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, hit that subscribe button, turn bell notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video.